everyone, welcome back to Fixing It Up with Sandra. In case you're new here, I'm Sandra, and yes, we are in my store today, and I know so many of you are going to be saying, I thought we were making a fall wreath, and you're right. We were going to be doing a fall wreath. However, they say when you plan, God laughs, and boy, do I have a story for you. So if you already follow me on social media, then you already know. But I want to tell my community here that just recently I was diagnosed with cervical cancer. And so life is taking a new path. And you know what? Anybody who has followed me on this journey since I started my YouTube channel, maybe even before then when I, was on like my blog and all that other stuff, you are going to know that life is crazy. I mean, I honestly, sometimes I think about all of the paths that my life has been on. And I just, it's like you can't make this stuff up. I could write a book, and maybe someday I will, because I think it's so important to share your stories, share your journey, because having one person being able to relate to you and then having that aha moment or feel like they're not alone is the best feeling in the world. When I always seek out other people's stories so I don't feel alone, and that I don't feel like I'm crazy, and that I don't, I find the answers to a lot of my questions that way. But yeah, so, I was like, the YouTube channel is coming back. We're gonna do every Thursday. And unfortunately, this Thursday is this announcement of, my diagnosis of being, with cervical cancer. And so this does not mean that I will not be crafting, because right now, I'm not feeling my greatest. My spirits are high, but I do have some pain. And, let's sit down and chat. I have known, I would say for at least a year, that something was not right. And, as adults with busy lives and everything else that goes along with it, I don't have health insurance, and I was like, I don't have time to go to the doctor. I'm too busy, all the things. And then finally, my body was telling me, no, you must go to the doctor. So, I went to the doctor, and the doctors that I'm going through are incredible. Somehow I'm drawn to the perfect people, because when I was looking for a therapist, I picked this one, and she turned out to be an incredible angel. And I truly feel like she was an angel, because unfortunately at the very end of my sessions with her, she got sick and passed away. And it was very fast and sudden. And it was oh my gosh, she was there and she healed me, and then she was gone. And these doctors are just, I couldn't have picked a better doctor. So I really feel like I'm in the best hands possible. And so we did some testing, and women, we know, when you do the pap smear, they do some sample testings, but then it wasn't inconclusive, but they weren't definite answers. And so I had to go back for a biopsy, which they took 3 chunks of my cervix. And that's, I know that's probably so vile to hear, but I'm they took 3 samples of my cervix, and then they had the lab test them. And the reason why they did 3 different samples is because the cancer could be mild in one section and then more profound or pronounced or more invasive in another section. And so that's why she did 3 samples. And so then they all came back cancer. And, truth be told, I was crying from the moment that I went in there. So the first appointment, I was super nervous, super nervous. And I was with my one doctor, And then we did a procedure and whatnot, and then she's like, well, I'm gonna have you come back and then be with a doctor that is more that deals with this kind of stuff. And then, walking in, and ladies, you all know, you walk in, you see the tray, it's prepped with all kinds of stuff, and you're just like, oh my God. That's what, like, my head started spinning, my anxiety went through the roof, and then, the tears, because the nurse who was like taking my blood pressure, they were using medical terms, and I was like, I'm so sorry, and I went by myself both times, which I should not have gone by myself the second time, knowing how traumatic it was the first time. And so I'm like, I'm so sorry, I don't understand what you're saying, when you use the medical terms. And she was like, I was like, I thought I think it's something that had to do with cancer. And she's like, yes, this is to screen, we're looking for cancer. And the way she said it is her heart dropped having to tell me that. And I was like, my heart dropped, and I was just like, oh my God. And hearing that word cancer, I don't care what it is. Even if it's a little mole and they're like, oh, that's melanoma, a small mole, but we're cancer is cancer. And so it definitely is jarring. And so I cried through the entire appointment. And then, my doctor, who has been doing this for so long, was like, I can say 90% right now, before we even get the test results, that you have cancer. And she's like, and I pray that I'm wrong in that small 10%. And, she was so confident, and the way she spoke and how she spoke to me just made me know that she knew what she was talking about, and but that I was also in the best hands possible. You just get that feeling. And so I didn't really have questions, because you don't know what to ask. I don't know what to ask. And so as she was starting to explain things, and my being that person that's constantly on the go, I was like, just tell me, what's the time frame of this? I need to know from beginning to end, how long am I going to be out of work? I was like, I know that sounds, but that's just me. That's my personality. Even though I own my own business, I'm just like, okay, when do I get back to being normal, quote unquote normal, whatever normal is. And so, she started to give me some options, or tell me about some options. And then she mentioned, there's possible surgery, there's radiation, all these things. And then my anxiety just went into overdrive, and I was in the middle of her talking and just me crying and whatnot, and I'm like, I'm going home. And mind you, I go to a doctor that's 45 minutes away from me, so I had to get on the freeway and drive 45 minutes. Beautiful, scenic 45 minutes. But I just at some point my brain was just we're done for the day, and my brain just shut off, and I was like, I'm going home in the middle of her talking. And the thing is, what was so great is that she was like, okay. She didn't say well, you asked me. She didn't do anything but say, okay, no problem. Call me. And she gave me her number, and call me when you have more questions. I'm here 24/7 for you, all the things. And I'm just like, wow, incredible. There are people that are out there in the healthcare field that are meant to be in the healthcare industry 1000%, because they know that everybody, we're people, and she had been through this, like I said, when she was 19. So, and she's now in her late 60s. She knows. And those are the kind of people that I think perform miracles, if anything. So the biopsies came back, 100% cancer, and now we are scheduling an MRI to see if it's just in the cervix or if it's in other places. I'm praying that it's not in any, it's just contained to the cervix, and that maybe surgery is all I need. And as naive as this all sounds, I am naively optimistic, because I'm not Googling. I did do a brief Google. I glanced while I was waiting for my doctor to come in during that second appointment, and I will never do that again, because I think that has what just sent me over the edge in that appointment. So, and since then I forgot a lot about what I saw because it was traumatic. And so I'm not going down the rabbit hole of Google is what I want to say. I'm literally just staying on the path that is about me and my body and what my treatment needs to be, that kind of stuff. I'm just staying super, super focused. And so right now I'm just waiting for the MRI, and then another doctor, I'm being referred to an oncologist specializing in the female reproductive area. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for, and I will keep you guys updated because you guys are my community as well. I've shared this journey so far with people on social media like Facebook and Instagram, but I know you guys are waiting for a video to come out today and thought you guys are going to be making a fall wreath. Joke's on us, right? But I still have all the stuff, and I in fact got my fall bins at the house. And like I said, today I'm experiencing a little bit of pain, so we're probably not going to do the wreath today, but probably next week, depending on what happened. I have customers coming in, and so I'm having to constantly stop the video. But yes, so I definitely want to get back to doing some fall decor, and I'm gonna take you guys on this journey with me. And the reason why I'm explaining to you guys or talking about what's going on with me here on YouTube is because even though I'm super optimistic and I feel good about this, and I know that's so weird to say, but it is hard to talk about it over and over and over again. It's emotionally hard, and so this way I can just say it once and it's out there. And also because I want to know if there's anybody else out there, which there are, but is there anybody else out there in my community that has been through the same thing? Because like I said, I'm not Googling. I would rather hear real people's experience. I don't want to read, 10 different blogs that say what could happen, what should happen, what might happen, all those things. I'm tell me what your experience is. Even if it's not the same, it just helps me with my journey, and then if anybody else is going to go through this, I want to show people that, this is what you might have to deal with and whatnot, but you can I don't know, I hope I can help somebody through their journey if they in fact have to go through something like this. So once again, we will get back on this train for getting these tutorials done. But like I said, you know what? I take life as it comes. I roll with the punches. I can maneuver. I can just adapt. And this is just something else. When I tell my story, I'm you guys aren't gonna believe this. And sit down, have a cup of coffee with me or a cup of tea, and we are going to chat because I'm going to blow your mind with all the things that has happened in the past 5 years. And so anyways, I just don't know what else to say because again, like always, my mind is consumed with so many different thoughts and feelings and everything. And the only thing that just comes just full frontal is thank you for all your support. Because like I said, the outpouring of love and support on social media has just been overwhelming. And that is what I just constantly think of. Thank you. And there's never going to be enough thank yous. And unfortunately, if anybody else is going through this, I am here for you. We will ride this train together, and I will cheer both of us through this because I am very optimistic. I am very naively optimistic, and I'm sure I'm gonna have my bad days. I have had my bad days, and I'm not gonna suppress anything. It's basically what it is. But you might see me on here one day crying and you might not. But in the meantime, I'm here at work, and the website is still up. And yeah, I'm going to run my business until I can't. And then, yeah. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today. I'm so sorry that this is not a wreath tutorial. And like I said, hopefully, around the corner there will be one, but you can always follow me over on social media, Facebook and Instagram, Fixing It Up with Sandra, and I will put the links in the description box right here, just in case you want to watch me go on this journey and just, you know, root for me and cheer me on. If you want to shop with at my store, which I'm currently in, you want to do it online, I will put the link below. All of your support means the world to me, and I will see you guys again very soon. Like I said, this is going to be a vlog, so I will definitely keep you updated. So I will see you guys again in my next tutorial.